Welcome back, everybody, to Making Money with AI. Today, we have a very interesting article that James found, and we're going to share this with you right now. And it's very interesting. Look at this. AI might enable us to talk to animals soon. Here's how. Can you imagine talking to your pet? As large language models become experts at human speech, they're now shifting their focus to animal communication. Imagine listening to chirping birds and being able to pull out your phone and decipher what they're saying to each other. Then picture yourself going on a safari in Africa and following a conversation between a pair of elephants. If you think that sounds far-fetched, think again. It's actually part of the tech-enabled future that the Earth Species Project wants to build. Can you imagine just being able to hear, like it says here, being able to understand your cat's innermost thoughts? Sounds fascinating. And I want to talk about how interesting this is, James, and what are some ways that this technology could be monetized? Because that's what we're all about right here on this channel. So,
well, there's several things here. First of all, some people are like, "This is amazing." Some people are like, "This is nuts," or whatever. Think about it this way. First of all, how big is the animal market? I mean,
man,
how much money, right? I have dogs. We spend all kinds of money on our dogs. They're like they're family to us. Like, okay, so that money is there. Just think about that. How much money people spend on their pets?
On their pets, yeah.
Number two, you start to say, well, what am I going to hear from my dog? Like thinking that your dog or whatever your pet is not intelligent. First of all, there's an Instagram person, and what they've set up is they set up these like echo buttons, these certain buttons, okay, that when you push it, each button says something. So this person has a dog, and they have like something like 50 buttons, okay, and there's videos if you search for it, and the dog will say, whatever the dog's name is. Let's say the dog's name is
Lucky.
Ralph. So Lucky says, Lucky hits another button, hungry. And so they give the dog food and the dog starts eating. Lucky, go outside. Lucky, and so Lucky is the dog's communicating with the owners. That exists right now with these buttons. Right. And then it got a little crazier because then the dog is like becomes self-aware. Like the dog's looking in the mirror and like it's like dog, Lucky, sad. It's like, whoa, like you think your dog's just like, I want to eat and I want to play, but there's a lot more to it. And we're discovering that. So don't discount the fact that eventually your dog's going to be like, hey, I need to go outside and pee. Like there's going to be an AI that brings that to people. And so just open your mind. It sounds like a crazy thing, but because of this hockey stick curve of where AI is going, don't discount getting yourself in and just tying AI, however that may be, to pets. Therefore equals money, period.
Yeah. For some reason, that made me think of Triumph, the insult dog. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes. Yeah.
Can you imagine that your dog starts insulting you or your dog starts talking to you like a normal human being? I mean, that's kind of where we're going with this. And it's interesting. So thinking of ways to monetize, for example, I used to own a really large website about pets. It had like 3,000 pages on it. Imagine if on those 3,000 pages, we had ads for an app that allows you to talk to your pet. I mean, yeah, I wish I could go back in time and keep that website. I sold it. But that's one example, right? Just here's an app that allows you to talk to your pet, allows you to read. Maybe the app reads their body language or whatever technology they're using here, that it does that. But the bottom line, there's that. Think about for the veterinarian industry, veterinarians get to ask the pet, where does it hurt? What are you feeling in your stomach right now? Things like that. We don't know how intelligent the pet can answer, but it will just go that much further to help diagnose what's going on in that pet's body, right? So those are a couple of things where I see it being impacted. I'm curious what your other thoughts may be on ways to monetize.
Could be little things like, creating content for your pets. Okay. On my television, we have a channel just for the dogs. So sometimes when we leave the house, we'll turn on the dog channel. It's all these dogs running around and they're like fixated with it. Right. So maybe you create a little app, you create something, you make your own Roku channel, you make some kind of TV channel. There's all kinds of ways that you can view channels now, YouTube channel, and that is creating AI content that is specific to your dogs. So all of a sudden you have the dog AI channel and it's dogs running on the beach and it's all AI generated. See, that technology already exists right now, but you're tapping into the dog market You start making a YouTube channel, for example, that's streaming 24/7 unique content that dogs or cats, and you could make it for whatever type of. It's just golden retrievers. It's just Siamese cats, right? Get very niche down with your YouTube channel, and you have a call to action on your description for some kind of affiliate program for dog food or whatever. So you think of it like that.
Yeah.
There are dog influencers right now out there that are getting paid big money, and all they do is they show their dog and they make funny little taglines and stuff, like the dog's communicating with them. So we don't have to look at it so much like, are we literally going to make apps to communicate with dogs? Although that could happen. Just think about it, that you could create content from AI relating to certain types of animals that you can get monetized for. Because guess what? People love this kind of stuff. Dogs that are being silly. You start getting millions of views to AI generated content, which could look real, like real dogs and cats or whatever. And then there's going to be companies be like, hey, can I sponsor your video? I'll pay you $10,000 if you mention my dog food.
Exactly. That's a good way to do it. Creating content around it and then monetizing that content. I like that. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. We thought this was a great, amazing discovery and wanted to bring it to you. Be sure to get your free gifts on the way out in the description box below. We've got some amazing free gifts for you, and we'll see you next time on Making Money with AI.